All right, everybody, welcome back. Today, I'm super excited. We have another restoration, but this time it's a little bit older. So what I have here is what I believe to be some sort of early to mid 60s Hansen board. It's a little smaller and a little thinner than maybe what you would find traditionally. So what I have found is that it was either made for women or children. So learned a lot from my first restoration. Learned a ton of things to do and not do, so hopefully things go a little bit better than last time. But like I said, this board is really unique. It's in relatively good shape considering its age. It has an incredible fin on it that I'll show you guys in a second, but I'm really excited to kind of get this thing going and get all the glass off of it and see what's underneath. All right, let's do a quick walk around of the board. So as you can see, enormous Hansen logo. I think it's 17 inches wide. Absolutely gigantic. This beautiful double stringer, thick double stringer too. It's probably half-inch balsa, half-inch cedar or redwood on either side. Someone put some paint over the top. I almost want to sand this off first just to see if there's anything that I need to be worried about underneath. And then these two cool little Hansen logos up top towards the nose. Really unique shape, very knifey towards the back, super thin. You could definitely see there's some, I don't really know what you would call that, but you could see where like the foam has been kind of pushed down over time and the stringer's sort of up. So we'll have to figure out if we replace foam or if we just sand down the stringer. And just, it's still thick through here. It's probably still well over an inch, 2 inches thick right there. Let me flip it over really quick. Hold on. And look at this fin. From my understanding and what people have told me, this is a Mike Doyle fin. Kind of pretty special fin. Not really a ton of Hansens have it.
Okay, future Mike here. That part's not 100% true. It is not a Mike Doyle fin. It looks like it's really close to a Mike Doyle fin, but it is not. From what I've seen, a video from Bird at Bird Surf Shed is talking about it being a 63, 64 era fin.
And that was trippy. I've never seen a fin like that on a Hansen.
What year do you figure that board is?
It's got to be 63 maybe, or 4, but it's a trippy fin. I've never seen it. Different than a Doyle model or anything.
So yeah, just wanted to make that little clarification really quick before we went any further, and let's get back into it.
There's been some repairs around it. It is, let's see if we can, really wobbly. So this is going to absolutely come out. And it's honestly, it's in pretty good shape. It isn't perfect. You can see there's like a little gouge or a cut up here that probably happened over time somehow. But other than that, it's really good. So I don't think I need to rebuild this fin. I think I'm going to leave it as is and just give it a good sand around all these yellowed parts, get it nice and white again, maybe give it like a white kind of gloss coat on either side, and then fill in this leash plug. But other than that, it looks pretty good. There is some water damage up through here. Hopefully this wood over here, I can't really tell, but I'm hoping it's not rotted. And there looks like there was a little ding and a repair right there. But other than that, that's really it. So overall, the board's in good shape. It's not watertight, and it definitely has some water damage in it. So that's why I'm doing the full glass off restoration on it. And let me kind of go through a little bit part by part of what I'm going to do to get that glass off restoration and why I think it's going to go better than last time. Why I think it's going to go better than last time. There we go. Okay, so I have 3 tools. That's turned on. It's still plugged in. All right. Okay, so I have 3 tools in my possession now that I didn't really have last time and didn't really know what to do with. The first one being this angle grinder with a gnarly 40 grit flap pad on it. So it will make just the process of getting down to the foam, especially along the rails and anywhere else, super fast. Number 2 is a heat gun. You wouldn't think you'd want to do this, but it actually intentionally delaminates the resin from the foam, which in turn will make it a little bit easier to take peel all of the glass off. So we're definitely going to hit it with a heat gun, not too much, but just enough to heat it up. And the third one is this, what is it? The variable speed polisher. I do have hard pads and lower grit sandpaper discs that will kind of help me get around certain edges of things. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the fourth thing that I have is a multi-tool. The multi-tool will be great because I can put in this kind of round cutting bit and get in around the fin to be able to remove the fin really cleanly without making a huge mess out of it. So I think that is where I'm going to start, is multi-tool out the fin. I'm going to put on a full face shield mask this time because this is going to make a mess. Tons and tons of dust and things getting thrown at me from the angle grinder, and definitely not stuff you want to breathe in from the heat gun. But yeah, I'm just going to get cracking at it and see how it goes.
Okay, this is probably impossible to hear, but sorry. Dub over it if we have to. here's our progress so far. The top is way harder than the bottom. The 2 layers of volan just are really tough to pull all at once. So and then there's like all this resin. So this is the first layer of fiberglass, second layer, and then this is just resin. There's no glass in this, so it's like really hard to get down through that. But we're doing the best we can. This is clearly, as you can see, completely rotted out. So this will all pretty much need to be replaced. I'm gonna try my very, very best to save this in one piece so I can keep it, but it's not proving to be the easiest task on earth, so we'll see how that all goes. But this is it so far, man. It's been a tricky one. The bottom was super, super easy. The rails are being a real pain, so I think it's just going to take a lot of grinding, a lot of sanding, and just a lot more effort.
So the time lapse doesn't record audio, so I figured I would do a little voiceover. You can see I finally got the logo off. It came off in one piece, super clean, which is great. But just going through trying to get the little bits of glass and resin chunks off with the sander, and just kind of chunking my way through everything, trying not to mess up the blank as a whole, because I'm trying to keep the shape as original as possible. But yeah, took my time, especially around the rails, to kind of keep everything super clean. And just like that, we have some foam that hasn't seen the light of day in almost 60 years, which is pretty wild. Came off pretty clean, but the balsa in the back third of the board is totally roached. So in the next video, we will be replacing that. Stay tuned.